What is up, guys? Axel here, and this is the next review video for Naruto Mobile. This will be on the C rank Genin Naruto. Let's just hop right into it and get this on the way. So, this is the first character you get in the game, of course. You get nothing else, basically, until like a little bit further in the game. But let's just show you what's up with him. For your very first character, he really isn't bad. They treat you well with him. Example, they give you a Rasengan. Well, I don't know if this is technically Genin or not, or what. I mean, he has always been a Genin, but I don't know what part of the Naruto verse that this specific Naruto's in. But let's just get into it. First, Rasengan. Okay, so the deal is usually Naruto should be able to run with Rasengan or something, right? Well, even at this is about the limit, I think, right here. But look, you you can't you don't run with it or anything like that. So that is a very big flaw on the Rasengan that he has. You have to be pretty close to him. Like even that, it only hit him one time, and I'm highly positive. I'll try it like this right here and see. Um, Yeah, so you don't have to be exactly horizontal, which is a plus. You can be a little diagonal from the character, which is nice, but I wouldn't go out very, very far like this or whatever. I think that's a little overkill. Next is one of his shadow clone attacks. This is where he just summons one other shadow clone and he just does a little combo. It's okay. The deal with this attack is that you can be out a little bit, and like this, for example, it keeps going. So instead, like usually when you hit someone and you don't hit them, like when you use the attack and it doesn't hit, usually it'll just end. Like that's it, game over. Okay, so this one will keep going until it's completely done. So you can possibly get a nice little hit out of it, and then we'll talk about his last attack that he has, which is really, really nice. This is the Shadow Clone Jutsu Cognate Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, Bunshin, whatever you want to call it. This one has a pretty nice range. It's not that bad. It goes across the whole, like at least half the screen, so you have to be at least relatively half. As y'all saw, I completely missed. But if you're about, let's say, no more further than this from your opponent, it's going to hit and it's going to do some damage for sure. So don't count it out for sure. It's not a bad attack, and especially in offline mode, it gets the job done. It really does. So let me show you one more time. Kage Bunshin Jutsu, Shadow Clone Jutsu actually hitting. As you see, like this is you don't have to be right in front of him either. So you can do that and bam, like look, that just tears him up. It'll do some nasty damage. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, finally let's do the punch. So punch is okay. It's like every other C rank punch, basically. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. One cool thing about this punch is that instead of just going left, right, or whatever, he does pull out a up attack, an uppercut, basically. It's nice. It's something different. It's definitely one of the better melee attacks, in my opinion, for a C rank. Alright, so Rasengan, what do I give it? I'm giving it a 5. The reason why I'm doing that is because you're supposed to be able to run with Rasengan. Like, kind of like Couchador, you have to run for Chidori. You don't have to run for Rasengan, but, like, what's the point of a Rasengan? Like, you're not going to use it if they run up to you. You're going to probably try to defend yourself or something like that. So, I mean, you do get a little range, and you can be a little offside horizontally to hit them, but the issue is they have to be so close, and in PvP, online mode, that's not what you want. Your single Shadow Clone attack, where he does a little combo, I'm giving the same thing. I'm going to give a 5 out of 10 on that. It's really good in your offline campaign and all that, but when you're online and you have some form of lag, that's just not going to cut it, and you just got to do what you have to do. Lastly, Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, the Shadow Clone Jutsu that has a lot of Shadow Clones in it. I'm going to have to give a 6 out of 10. The reason why is because, yes, you do get to be a little offside. You don't have to be horizontal with him. You can be vertical. You can be a little off. You can do whatever you need to do, and it does do great damage. But again, you can't really be further than, like, example, this. Like, that's a little overkill for the attack, and you'll miss 95% of them, which is very sad. Um, and like I said, for the melee, 5 out of 10 or so. Um, Overall, in PvE slash offline mode, I would give him a 6 out of 10. He's just like every other C rank, basically. If his Rasengan would actually hit, like, at a distance other than, like, this, for example, or like this, then I would give him a much higher rank, but that's just not the case. Now, regarding online, I'm going to have to give him probably a 4 out of 10. The reason being is because of his attack like this and his Rasengan. You're going to experience lag, and with that, with you being so limited to being so them having to be so close, it just isn't working out. Your best attack will be Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, of course, whenever you're playing online. But that is basically it, guys. Honestly, out of the very first three, Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto, which I'll be doing a review for Sakura soon, I'm going to have to give Naruto a second place, and Sasuke being the better for the early game. If y'all enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out, guys.